Resistance 3, Superhuman Difficulty walkthrough. This is Chapter 11, Savior. I cut out a fairly large portion at the beginning of this chapter where you're talking to... I can't think of her name, something Rose. About how her husband went off to find this creature that's been terrorizing their town and kill it. This town you're in, it's a very religious town. As you find out, her husband Jonathan is a preacher. So when he introduces himself, he basically said, everyone calls me Father Jonathan. And so pretty much this entire chapter, your main objective is to find him. But until that happens, we are going to be dealing with a shit ton of Grims. A shit ton to the point that between my times dying during this area, I leveled up my shotgun to level 2. So now I have the incendiary ammo. I keep looking back where I came because I've had some Grims actually show up on that side and are swiping at me and doing damage to me. And you also are introduced to leeches, which are Grims with this kind of pus growth on their bodies that it basically explodes. So you'll get them occasionally they run at you. And I've died a couple times from them, or they've done enough damage where then one of these things swipes at me and then kills me. Yeah, see how he was just running at me. That's usually what they do. You also have to be careful when you do shoot them. Depending on how close you are, the explosion may or may not do damage to you. So the other thing you have to know is that where this video started, that's your last checkpoint until basically the end of this video is when you finally hit a checkpoint. For my run through on this, it's about just over 7 minutes before I finally hit a checkpoint. And that's only because I didn't take the time to actually go through some of these buildings to find ammo or stuff like that, just because by this point I think I had already died here about 5 to 8 times, and I was just getting completely fed up with dealing with this first section. I just wanted to finally get to that checkpoint. So the other thing is some of these pods open up and then some don't. You can pretty much very quickly find out which ones will open if you walk right up to it. It either will open up or it won't. But occasionally, even if it doesn't open, it doesn't mean that it won't open up after you walk away from it. Because there's been points where I've gotten attacked from behind, and the only way it was is that a pod that didn't open then decided to open. God, this whole section is so fucking annoying. It's the only real part of the game that I have a problem with. It's just, you get swarmed by these Grims, you get the leeches now, and then you have those little fucking leapers jumping at you. dealing damage to you, and oh god. But the incendiary ammo does come in handy, especially the all fire. The all fire at level 2, it just kind of knocks them on their asses, but then you can very quickly either just shoot them, or eventually it gets to the point where I'm like, fuck this, I'm just getting through this section. So I just like make a mad dash to get the fuck away from all these guys. Like, I kind of backed myself in the corner right here, which I got lucky on the first leech because he blew up, but I didn't get as lucky on the second one. This is just a really sloppy run for me, but it's the best I could get out for this area. So like, I'm on 2 bars of health right now, and if I wasn't so frustrated with this area, I probably would have killed myself just to try and get a cleaner run of this area. But by this point, most of the Grims and everything have all came running to me, so at this point going through here, it's pretty clear. Thankfully there's some ammo here, and once you go through here, there's some more ammo on here. At the top of this ladder is where I may lay the table where the journal would be. You go through the door and you finally get a checkpoint.